I purchased Alinco's Dr-110 2-meter radio back in 1992, and it's been stored away for several years. When I got it out, I noticed the battery that stores the memory is dead. And so, of course, that's the battery that stores all the information that you program into the radio. So it's time to change that battery. I'll take the cover off and take a look and see if I can see it and what it will take to install a new battery. One thing you'll notice is when you take off the cover, the speaker has a very short wire attached to it, and so you'll have to be careful. Don't just lift up and rip the wire off. I had to reach down in and unplug this very carefully, unplug this speaker wire. So it looks like the battery is right here, and it's a BR2032, and it's soldered in. So there were two screws. I took these two screws out right here, and you can lift this board up and you can see on the bottom the two spots that you'll have to unsolder right there in order to get the battery out. batteriesamerica.com. You can look those guys up and they'll have a battery for this thing. Okay, so I'm ready to take the old battery out, and so I wanted a way to hold on to that board so that I could grab the battery while I'm heating it up to loosen the solder. So you can see the battery right there. And so what I'm going to do is get my iron and hold on to the battery while I touch the contact on the back side. See if I can. Got one of them off. There we go. So this is the situation with the battery. It has these little small tabs that will be poking through the board here, and so on the board I'll have to heat the solder up and poke a hole through, like with a needle, so that I can fit on the new battery, so I can poke these through, and then it'll make the soldering work, I think. So there's my pin. I'll see what happens. I was able to get a pin through there. So now we're going to do the lower hole. Okay, so I've got a hole through there. So that when I go to stick the new battery in, I have a place I can line it up to solder. So here's the old battery, and this little stem right here is what fits down through the board. This is the new battery, so I'm going to have to trim that to make it look like that so it'll fit down in there right. Alright, I took a pair of scissors and I actually cut that. So hopefully that'll poke up through the hole in the board and I can solder it in. Alright, so I've got the negative side of the battery soldered in. Here's the positive. And it's kind of hard. I think I got it. Now we'll test it and see if it works. A little further observation, that's what that little thing's for. A little cup. You set the magnet right in there. There it is. Now when you put this down in there, it holds in place and can't go anywhere. Let that be a lesson to me. Well, I can't believe it, but I stuck that thing down in there and I got it lined up on the first try, I think. You can see these little tabs where it goes. If you look really closely. There it goes. It's in. Unbelievable. This is N2RGT testing. Well, it works. Okay, so the trick now is to program in some frequencies into the memory, and we'll see if they stay on there when I turn the radio off. Alright, so here's the test. And there's the memory. I got 4 of them programmed in so far. Hey, it's working. Hallelujah. Success. Alright, so there you go. How to put a battery in an Alinco.